Now, Operation Hole. Come on. For the past 20-something hours, we've been digging this hole. This is gonna be massive.
How did Mr. Beast destroy Flat Earth, and what is Carl doing in that hole? I'm gonna get to the bottom of that scheme.
And there goes the plane! All right, see you later. And now that that plane has left, boys, there's no way out for the next 50 hours.
Mr. Beast went to Antarctica to destroy Flat Earth.
We're literally at the bottom of the globe at the coldest place on Earth.
Most flat earthers think the Earth is literally a disk with Antarctica as a ring around the outside.
Antarctica is that ring around us.
Antarctica is the outer ring of the circle of the Earth.
Antarctica is a ring around the circle Earth, and there's a wall which prevents the oceans from overflowing.
There's actually a ring around us that's containing the water.
Gleason's or the azimuthal equidistant map are the real deal.
The Earth is disc-shaped with a dome and Antarctica around its edges.
The Antarctica is instead a gigantic ice wall extending the circumference of Earth.
Over a flat azimuthal equidistant map, everything's making a perfect circle around Polaris.
That's what flat earthers, or Flerfs for short, literally think the Earth looks like. The hilarious part is they think the sun magically hovers above the flat Earth pizza pie, doing circles around the North Pole. They even think the sun moves between the smaller Tropic of Cancer and the larger Tropic of Capricorn, then moves back to the Tropic of Cancer every year. But can Flerfs explain what keeps the sun up?
No!
Can they explain what causes the sun to move between the tropics?
No!
And can Flerfs explain what the sun is made of?
Oh, no.
Flerfs literally can't provide any evidence explaining anything about Flat Earth. But to at least test their claim about where the sun magically hovers, all that needs to be done is to go to Antarctica and see what the sun does. But let's hear it from Flat Earth Deception Pastor Dean Odell himself.
Let me and you go to Antarctica, spend a week there in the summer, and let's see if the sun does a 360-degree circle all the way around us. If so, it's a ball.
And that's where Mr. Beast comes in.
A common problem in Antarctica is extreme weather blowing away your tent. We gotta cut snow blocks to secure the tents from wind. So we're gonna use these ice blocks to build a wall and keep our camp safe. It's only dropped 20 degrees since we got here. We need to build the wall faster.
Dude, this is by far the hardest thing we've ever done.
Base camp is now finished.
Mr. Beast and his friends spent 50 hours there. Plenty of time to see if the sun does circles above the South Pole. Also enough time for Carl to dig a tunnel.
He has no idea we're digging a tunnel.
Oh my god.
Carl's still digging the hole. It's so deep. Bro, how am I gonna get out?
Why is Carl digging that tunnel? But what about the sun? Did it ever set?
The hard part about Antarctica is the sun never goes down, so you don't know when it's night or not.
They're probably asleep because it's 4 a.m. The sun literally never goes down in Antarctica, so night one was rough.
It's the next morning, and I don't know if I'm supposed to get out of bed or not, because the sun's just always up.
Currently 2:30 a.m. and the sun is as bright as ever. That's because here in Antarctica, the sun never sets. Just goes like this.
The sun does a 360-degree circle all the way around us. If so, it's a ball.
So the sun never did set. Also, Dan Mace, one of the videographers, made a separate video showing the sun up at 2:30 a.m. So let's have a look where the sun would have to be on Pancake World at 2:30 in the morning. They were at Union Glacier, which is the same time zone as southern Chile, GMT minus 3 hours. At 2:30 a.m. on the Terra Tortilla, the sun would be directly over the South Indian Ocean. That's as far away as possible from where Mr. Beast was if we use the flat Earth map. But the sun was up. At the exact same time, all of North America was enjoying a dark, dark night, even though North America is much closer to where the sun is on the dirt pizza. This is where the Flerfs start squirming. But never fear, they have been given the excuse by their Papa Flerfs how to lie their way out of this conundrum. Just put a dome over the pizza planet and a flashlight outside the dome. But the same people say the sun is literally inside the clouds.
You're looking at the sun in between clouds. Clouds behind it, clouds above it, clouds below it.
Those clouds are no more than 10 miles high. So which is it, Flatties? The sun is 10 miles high, or the sun is outside the Tupperware dome?
I'm confused.
This is where the flatties run away. Watching the video from Dan Mace, the videographer, I noticed something about Mr. Beast. Dan showed some behind-the-scenes peeks into how Mr. Beast acts when he's not performing for his own video. Now, I don't want this to become an expose on Mr. Beast, but well, here we are.
Even though Mr. Beast could use his fame to get away with not doing the manual labor, he built most of that ice wall himself.
That's right. Mr. Beast totally hogged all the fun of building the windbreak. Who does he think he is, a NASA penguin guarding the ice wall? Well, if you think that's outrageous, look at this.
These two fingers started to experience some really sharp, intense pain.
Dan, put your gloves on. Put them on. I don't care. Bro, you're gonna lose a finger.
No way, don't.
Put on your gloves. I'm not filming with your exposed hand.
Dan is on the clock and Mr. Beast is trying to get him to slough off. What if the boss catches Dan slacking?
In hindsight, I really should have listened to Jimmy. What I've learned about him on the trip is that no matter how driven he is about getting the shot, he always puts everyone's safety first.
Well, seriously, I've seen a few other people talking about how genuine and thoughtful Mr. Beast actually is. He's just a nice guy. Never don't go changin', Jimmy. Now back to Mr. Beast delivering some flat earth butthurt. You might wonder why the sun never sets in Antarctica on the globe. You know, in reality. That's because the earth is tilted in relation to the sun by about 23.5 degrees. Did you ever wonder why the stands that hold globes are tilted? That's why. To demonstrate this, I set my globe up to show summer for the southern hemisphere. You can see that the light reaches all over Antarctica. That's where Mr. Beast and the Beast Gang were. This makes perfect sense for the globe and is impossible on the dirt pizza. Flat earthers literally think there's an ice wall around Antarctica. Some of them actually think there's a magical dome over Narnia Land and that it sits on the ice wall. Maybe that's what Carl was doing. He saw Mr. Beast building the ice wall, so Carl was digging a tunnel to get under the ice wall to escape and explore the lands beyond. Carl's a Flerf. I knew it! I've debated flat earthers for years, so I think I can spot a Flerf when I see one.
What is down here? Oh my god! Whoa! Wait, how deep is that hole? It's 8 feet deep.
I'm confused.
What's so confusing? It's just a hole.
Yeah, but why?
You're just trying to, make use of our time.
That's it, Carl. I challenge you to a live debate on flat earth. Jimmy moderates. Contact me to set it up, mctoon@mctoon.net. Well, Mr. Beast went to Antarctica with the help from ALE and EOS. Flatties, I'll link them in the description so you can go spend a week in Antarctica yourself, or maybe go all the way to the geographic South Pole. You could take your own time lapse like this one. If you were interested in the truth, you would. This is where flat earthers start to make excuses and move the goalposts. They pretend they want to explore Antarctica, but what would they do? Wander aimlessly? Carve some ice sculptures? Search for the North Star? No, they would get stranded and call for help. None of them can explain in detail what they would do if they were there. But these are just excuses. The fact that the sun never goes down ends flat Earth.
They're probably asleep because it's 4 a.m.
Mr. Beast confirmed it and returned from beyond the ice wall to tell the tale.
I hope you guys enjoyed.
We going home! Home!